The following video has excerpts from interviews with co-founders Randy Russ and David Maximuk, as well as from several purchasers at Las Olas Ecuador, discussing the Las Olas vision and master plan.
Well, I built a new house, and when I built my new house, I got my property tax bill. And I said to myself, I could live somewhere else for what the property taxes are here. And I thought, I'm getting where I need to start thinking about retiring, and so I started looking. We looked at Ecuador, we looked at Uruguay, we looked at Costa Rica, and we looked at Panama. And both Costa Rica and Panama, the opportunity to make money and to develop a sustainable project, that opportunity is gone. Somebody else has done that. So, and Uruguay, I felt like was just too far away from the U.S. So that led me to Ecuador.
The vision that Randy and I had for Las Olas was to create a warm, friendly, and adventurous community. What that means is that we would have a lot of activities, a lot of social events, a lot of clubs for the residents of Las Olas, a lot of gathering places where people can get together and enjoy each other and get to know each other on a first name basis. A second component of our vision was we weren't looking to build multi-million-dollar homes, but rather build homes of comfort and value for people that appreciate those attributes in a community. Most of our homes are in the 1,350 to 2,500 square foot range, so they're not, overly large. Another component of our community was to create an eco-friendly community, and what that means is that we were looking to leave a large component as green space, and I believe that we have about 80% of the community as green space. We also have left a 650 acre nature reserve that has walking, biking, horseback riding trails throughout it. It has tons of nature and plant life throughout it. Another component of our being eco-friendly was to create homes that are eco-friendly, and that to us means as solar thermal hot water is a standard feature in the homes. It has green roofs, it has gray water reuse systems in it. The final component of our vision was to have a lot of amenities in the community. We have a world-class ocean-front golf course that we're building. We have a beach club with the Olympic-sized lap pool and then 2 smaller pools to enjoy. We have a tennis club, we have an equestrian center, we have lots of restaurants and shops throughout the community that we have planned for. So it's a community that will be full of activities for the residents of Las Olas.
What we're talking about doing hadn't been done here before. We had the opportunity to have a clean slate and go from there. The people were friendly, the economy was good, the price of fuel was good, they're on the American dollar for a currency, which is both good and bad, but I think on average it's probably better that it's that way. And the availability of land and just the beauty of the country.
Sure, I think when you have a world-class project, real estate project like Las Olas is, half of it is the real estate, the other half are the people that you meet and become friends with them. But the sense of community, not only for Ecuador, welcoming expats like ourselves into their community, the culture that they have, but the people that we've met that are our future neighbors and friends at Las Olas is really what makes this experience so special for us. We talk about our Ecuadorian family being those people at Las Olas that we spent last Christmas with and that we get together with every single day. That's truly what makes Las Olas a special place for us.
I think only thing I would add there was the community, so the Las Olas community. The people that we've met here provided a great incentive for us who want to be part of that. Want to be part of that actual community. We're all here. Most of us are here without our families, and many of us have left behind children and grandchildren. And so to have that sense of community helps not to feel so isolated and to feel like we're part of something. And that actually has become very important to us here. And Las Olas provides that community space for us to be part of them.
I have been very, very impressed since coming here at the openness and friendliness of everyone that I have met involved in this organization. The homeowners who are here already and the developers. And that has made a huge difference to how we feel about where we're moving. Because this was a big change for us. And we have been so pleased with the welcoming warmth of being here and the people that we've met. And that has just made this transition so good for us. And we're really glad we came.
We got here on our boat, and we've been traveling from Southern California, and it took us 5 years to get here. We kind of moved slow and stay in a lot of places. And I've looked at houses and land in Mexico, in Panama, in Costa Rica, and Guatemala, and then we came to Ecuador. And a friend of mine said, this town is a sticky place. Once you get here, it's hard to leave.
The other thing that really attracted us there is the amenities that are being provided at Las Olas, with the golf, with the equestrian center, with the tennis, with the beach, with the green space that's open for us to hike and bike on. So we didn't come here just to play cards and retire. We came here to live and enjoy life. And Las Olas provides many opportunities to do that.
Right, since moving to the Bahia area, we've changed our lifestyle. We've been doing a lot of outdoor activities, items or things that we've never done in North America. I ride my motorcycle on the beach. There's no place that I know of that you can ride your motorcycle for miles and miles on perfectly hard-packed sand. We go paddleboarding on the river. It's just a fantastic sport. The water's warm, the water's calm. We can go surfing on the ocean. Surfing, I've done body surfing. We've done horseback riding on the beach. We've done bike riding on the beach. Another activity which I started this year was paragliding. The cliffs at Las Olas are absolutely perfect for paragliding. The wind comes in off the ocean, it hits the cliffs, and it creates an upward thermal. And it's absolutely a perfect, safe sport. You can stay up there for hours and just soar around with the birds.
Wow, when I was first introduced to Las Olas and what will be the golf course in short order, boy was I impressed. Golf's a very important part of my life. I've been playing golf games since I've probably been 9 years old, and Glennis has been introduced to it fairly recently, and we always knew that retirement would mean golf for us. So coming out to Las Olas, golf was extremely important, and the land that they're working on to develop a golf course is pretty much unlike anything I've seen before. Great changes in elevation, beautiful landscape, beautiful scenery, and I'm just so looking to see it being developed into a world-class golf course that I know it will be. One of the things about the golf course I think is unique. When it's an oceanfront golf course, you've got the beauty of the ocean in the background. So when you're playing the back nine and heading toward the 15th green, the ocean will be in view continuously. In fact, I think if you hit your iron a little too far in the 15th hole over the green, you'll be playing right out of the sand in front of the ocean. So you have unbelievable vistas with mountain ranges, with wildlife and jungle on both sides of the course, and there's not too many courses that I know of that can offer that.
The nature reserve is a very, very large area, and it's going to offer many, many opportunities for people for exploration. It is hilly, and it's also an area where many people will be able to get out and hike or ride their bikes or take the horses. So it adds quite a bit to the development here. We feel that many of you will enjoy participating in hiking and biking and horseback riding in the nature reserve development. I'm going to be helping build a series of wonderful trails. They'll have walking trails for those of you that like to get out and hike. We'll also have bike trails, and we're going to have horseback trails. And David's putting in a fairly large area for you to have horses. So we look forward to this, and we're going to be doing this as the program by the homeowners, for the homeowners, with some wonderful assistance from the staff.
Actually, for me, when we first were introduced to Las Olas, I was like, wait, they have an equestrian center. They have an equestrian center, and I was raised in a ranch in Alberta. And so I've been trying to get that piece of my life back. And Wayne and I have been out horseback riding in Baños, and I said, oh, I need to get horses back into my life somehow. I need horses back.
And we're going to have access to great shopping. There's malls in Manta, which are really close. Here in Bahia, which is also really close. And then even right on Las Olas property, we're going to have various little shops and access to all that wonderful shopping for us ladies.
One of the nice things about living here is the fact that I have many choices of swimming pools to go to. They're all over the community, but the one on the beach is an infinity pool, which is going to be very special to go and just relax in the water and enjoy the view of the ocean at the same time.
One of the things that I'm going to really look forward to is having the spa at the beach club. It's going to be fantastic. You know, we all like to have that time where we're pampered and go for a massage or a pedicure. Just having that access to that still here in Ecuador is so fantastic.
Also in the master plan, we wanted to make sure that we remembered that we were in this pristine environment and protect it, which we're going to leave a lot of green space in the 80% range. Leave the gorgeous sabo trees, which are just, they're magnificent trees.
We do like the master plan design for Las Olas because of the vision of grouping housing fairly discreetly, and then what that does is it allows for greater area for common use. So rather than have all the housing all spread out and small green area and places to do things, it's the opposite. So we have housing is sectioned into certain areas, and then there's these other spaces. So there's much more common area because of the way that it's set up. And so we appreciate that, the vision of that there's much more common space.
Las Olas being car-free to me is one of the primary reasons why we like the community. There's not too many communities in North America that have been designed to be car-free. And from my perspective, car-free is great because what you do is you have a more common area for people without vehicles. You don't have pollution. You don't have the roads taking up, in most cities, roads and parking for cars take up enormous space, which in Las Olas we have the green space. So I think being car-free is a huge plus for us.
All the houses are going to have solar hot water heaters. I've already sourced the equipment in China. I'm installing the same equipment on my house in Texas to make sure it works as it should. I have located sources for photovoltaic cells and the inverters and the complete systems for those residents that want to get as close to being off the grid as they can.
Well, it's interesting that you asked that question, because one of the things that I get comments on or I get emails about is the timing of construction. At Las Olas, we're not interested in building as quick as possible. What we're trying to do is build a community that's right for the residents of Las Olas. One example of that is that in August of 2013, after we had the entire master plan completed, we did a flyover and we determined that there was a better routing for the golf course, which would mean that we could change the design of the golf course and of the communities that are around the golf course. So instead of saying, okay, we're finished and we locked into the original design, we went back and we made the changes to the design because we felt it was going to be an overall better design for the community. And we're lucky enough that we don't have to answer to some large corporation and make sure we meet budget targets and profit deadlines. Instead, we have the ability to take our time and get the community right and the right community community for Las Olas.
When we arrived here and met some people from Las Olas, that's the plan to seed for us to maybe, rather than just visit, this could be a place where we could put down some roots. So that sense of community from the type of person who's been attracted to Las Olas has been very powerful in our decisions.
It's been quite pleasant for me and for Pam to be in a community where everyone reaches out, helps everyone, and is there to be. And it's just really quite pleasant.
I talk quite frequently with my children back home, and they keep on asking me, what are my plans for today? And my stock answer to them is, I'll call you tonight and I'll tell you what I did. There's just no plans. Typical day could be going swimming on the beach, going paddleboarding, going surfing, going bike riding, going horseback riding, everything for a stress-free life.
And then I look at real estate and I look at homes, and nothing's ever hit us until we came to Ecuador. And we felt so much more comfortable, and when we found Las Olas, it seemed like a project that had everything we'd been thinking about, and the ability to have a home and feel comfortable and feel safe, and also be part of a bigger community, and kind of meld together both the North Americans and the Ecuadorians, and not have it be a separate thing. But we hadn't planned on buying when we got here. It's just that we sort of fell in love with the place.
We have met so many wonderful people here that have become great friends. It's the best thing for us that we've met all these wonderful people here, and a sense of community that we've started to create and enjoy every day.
And it's easy to get relaxed here. And I've noticed that we sleep well, we're happy, we laugh and joke all the time. And I think that is an indicator of being in a space that's comfortable and easy. That life here is easy. It's easier.
The really interesting thing about Las Olas is I always heard that you never look forward to the weekends if you do what you love. And for me, Las Olas, isn't work. It's a passion, it's a dream, and it's a lot of fun. And I wake up every day looking forward to what we're doing now to create that vision of Las Olas.
Well, we're building a community that my kids and grandkids and my wife and I want to spend time here. And so I'm building something, we're building what we would want for ourselves. And we think that everybody else will really embrace that vision and really just love the place.